Welcome to the TMYK show. I am your host, Mike, better known as Mo. Here's where you get the truth uncut. Today, I decided to just quickly go over Iran and what the government is saying about Iran and I'll call it an invasion of Iran by America as well as Israel. And what are they really trying to deliver the people? And I think once you see this, you will understand that they're trying to deliver freedom to the people. And then let's see the reaction of the people. I think that tells the whole story. So as always, if you enjoy the content that we put out, please like, subscribe, and share. Let's get into this. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at what happened before the invasion took place by the United States and Israel. Here's what it says here. This is the Times. It says, Iran protests death toll could top 30,000 according to local health officials. Over 30,000 people were killed in Iran for protesting. Could you imagine that happening in America? Can you just imagine that happening anywhere? Let's look at the time. It says as many as 30,000 could have been killed in the streets of Iran on January the 8th and 9th alone. Can you imagine? 2 days? Those many people were slaughtered for protesting in 2 days? So here's what it goes on to say. It says 2 senior officials of the country's Ministry of Health told Times, indicating a dramatic surge in the death toll. So many people were slaughtered by Iranian security services on that Thursday and Friday. It overwhelmed the state capacity to dispose of the dead. Stocks of body bags were exhausted, and officials said 18-wheel semi-trailers replaced ambulances. Our government, being the Democratic Party, is complaining about what? Make it make sense, people. Let's look at how the people who are celebrating this takeover, let's see their attitude. Let's see the people's reaction to them taking out the leader and others of Iran.
Hundreds of Iranian Americans here in the city marched to celebrate the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Christine Sloan spoke with demonstrators.
Cheering the country they love and supporting those back home. Several hundred Iranian Americans marching to Times Square Sunday, hoping the Iranian people will finally have a chance to be free, now that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and 40 of his top officials are dead.
I was crying and dancing the whole day yesterday after 50 days of torture, that they killed so many innocent lives. This
Iranian American NYU student came to the U.S. in 2023 and remembers being hit by rubber bullets during the Iranian protest for Mahsa Amini, who died in police custody in Iran.
We would cover our faces because we were fearing for our lives. They were my friends and my classmates being taken away from just right in front of my eyes.
Why they say they're celebrating Khamenei's death and carrying the old Persian flag as well as the American and Israeli, and honoring the protesters killed.
We are honoring all the peoples that were murdered by the Ayatollah regime 50 days ago.
Shadi Hosseini was only 2 when she fled to the U.S. with her family after the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Her family's still in Iran, part of the oppressed Baha'i faith.
There's not one person that I know that's outside of Iran that's Iranian that doesn't have a family member or a friend or, even acquaintances that they know that have been slaughtered.
This march organized by the Lion in Sun group. They want exiled Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi to go back to Iran and lead a transitional government until the Iranian people can determine their own fate.
We want our brothers and sisters back home in Iran to have the same rights and privileges we do.
Those rights, they know, come with a price. 3 American service members have been killed.
It hurts me. With all my heart, I feel bad for them. But they are our heroes.
In Times Square, Christine Sloan, CBS News, New York.
Those 3 Americans that unfortunately lost their lives, they're looking at them, the Iranians of America, probably as well as over in Iran, are looking at them as heroes because there's a freedom that they're looking for. They are wanting the same freedom to protest and do things just like Americans. They have came here, they have tasted true freedom that Americans seem to overlook and not give its just due. Let's continue. That was in New York. So let's go to Los Angeles.
Thank you. And of course, Los Angeles has been home to the largest population of people of Iranian descent outside of Iran. The streets of Little Tehran and Westwood have been packed with people celebrating since yesterday. An even larger crowd gathered there today. Our Eliana Moreno overhead in News Chopper 4. Eliana.
Jonathan, and the celebration continues out here just south of the Federal Building in the athletic field off of Veteran and Wilshire. But this is a small crowd compared to what we saw just 30 minutes ago. Let's show you some tape that we shot earlier of the thousands of people that took to the streets of Westwood to celebrate the airstrikes in Iran. Now, the folks out here had 3 flags in particular, an American flag, they had the Israeli flag, and of course, the Iranian flag. One flag measured over 350 feet. Those demonstrators marched and danced down the streets, so lots of streets were shut down during that time, but since then, everything has reopened. That's latest here from Westwood in News Chopper 4. I'm Eliana Moreno.
All righty. Yeah, that's my hometown. I know right where that place is. Been down there many times, Wilshire and Sepulveda. They're celebrating the invasion of America. They're celebrating the takeover, the overthrow of what was the current government that could kill over 30,000 people in a matter of 24 to 48 hours. How ridiculous is that? I'm trying to understand who has an issue with this? Who has an issue with this? I don't care how it was done. These people are being freed. So let's go to this last place and see what it looked like. Let's go to this last place and see what it looks like. There you go. When your government refuses to acknowledge people being free, there has to be something woefully wrong with the morality, the compassion of those who are concerned about how it was done and taking over the regime of Iran, who was able to kill 30,000 people in the course of a 24 to 48 hour period. Those who have a problem with it, we should have a problem with them. To know that these people have possibly been freed because of America as well as Israel's takeover and bombing of Iran and its leadership, our hat should be off to them. And as the Iranians are, we should be also saying, thank you. So as always, If you all have enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, love you and be kind one to another. Peace.